As you can see, we still have those t-shirts, man. We back on the grind still. Still back on the visual. Grind, man. We have a lot of victory degree. T-shirts. I'm working on all colors, all sorts of different colors as of right now. Just trying to get some new music into my portfolio, and I've been busy into some other stocks and whatnot, so I've just been focusing on that, man. I had just caught my interest, man, but I'm gonna get back on this, finish this project out, man. I'm gonna have to do it by myself eventually until I get to the studio, find some time, man. I've just been having to deal with other things lately, man. You won't believe there's so many things I would rather be doing right now than be worried about me. Worried about another other person, man. I want my beats playing in the background. But talk about your cigar, man. It kind of smells pretty good. Yeah, but I've just been kind of busy, man. I really haven't been able to focus on creativity, man, just because of so much negative energy surrounding the world, man. You think I'll have some privacy within my truck for me to get some things done, but that happens not to be the case. Perception of how we perceive each other, man, and how we react, man, and trying to project our will upon each other is probably one of the childish things. Probably one of the childish things, man, but I understand that sometimes you have to go with working for you, you know what I'm saying? Or you just a person that just like to ride the wave. But I'll make some more comments on YouTube and whatnot, man. This little show right here. Yeah, this little show that we have right now. Tuesday service. Tuesday service, you go into the scriptures, man. You can go into the Bible, man. You can go into a story about Cain and Abel. Look up that, man. Look up the Bible, man. You know, do what you do. If you got the King James verse, whatever it is. The talk. Tell you, man, that Bible is gold. Hey, that Bible is gold, man. That Bible is gold, man. And them scriptures, man. Woo. First and foremost, though, man, I just like to have a moment of silence for seeing my loved ones, my grandmother, my grandpa, my other grandma, Miss Butler, Grandma Butler, Ashe, James Midget Senior, Ashe, James Midget Junior, Ashe, Ali Midget, Ashe, Uncle Timbo Midget, Ashe, Aunt Arlene, Ashe. Just wanted to give acknowledgement to those people who made contributions to my life that happen to be dead, happen to be in the afterlife as of right now. My mama got one sister left. No brothers. She's got one sister left. No brothers. So, like I said, man, go cop Why Victory Degree, man. If you would like to know more information about Why Victory Degree, you can go ahead and give me an email. And also the website is www.13ofdecember.com. Then you can get my merch. You can also go on SoundCloud, Dre Next SoundCloud, man. I got some beats. I got some magnificent beats on there also. Just creating, man. Like I said, I've just been in the process of looking at other financial opportunities that happen to caught my eye that seemed to be a little bit more tangible. It seemed to be a little bit more tangible for me to interact with. You know what I'm saying? So. I took my focus off there and whatnot, man. I got a gift and a curse, man. I'm just one of those people that feel I could excel at anything. That's my gift. I got the ability to excel at anything. But the curse is sitting down, just picking one thing and getting it completed, being consistent with it, man. You know, I'm a hell of a multitasker, but executing and getting the job done, all those tasks could, you know, it could prolong the process if you're not focused on one thing, man. And that's just, it just comes with the territory and whatnot. Eventually get done. Like I said, man, I've been doing, if I had the peace of mind and the time to do these type of things, man, I would. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when I get off of work, man, or I'm driving 10 hours, you know, 14-hour shift. Once you stop and get into the back of your cab, you know what I'm saying, you just want to sit, you know, and not do anything. You know what I'm saying? Smoke a cigar, but there's some things I want to complete in life, man. There's some things of goals, some things I really want, and this music is definitely one of them. I gotta complete the project, man. If not two, at least be able to get in the industry and get my foot in the door. You know what I mean? Get my foot in the door and be able to possibly get like a little production deal or something like that, man, where I can get a foundation and I can just, you know, just totally work and focus on that. But I've also been focusing on stocks. I've been focused on stocks majorly. Stocks, you know, understanding how to make money, understanding technical indicators, fundamental analysis, getting familiar with all the terminology is something that interests me. Be able to locate different companies, man, and see how they also operate annually, see how they operate quarterly. Be able to see how the coronavirus was able to affect these different businesses, what companies weren't affected, what companies actually gained revenue and profited off the COVID-19, and what other companies actually went down as far as what comes with stock revenue and grossing. Be able to tell those things when they have the quarterly reports. They're in there. They'll tell you in the minutes. They'll tell you what's going on. They'll tell you first and foremost you want to go in there with the mind of Warren Buffett. You want to go into analyzing the stocks with them and have good fundamentals, just like basketball. You want to have good fundamentals when you analyze the stocks too. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting, man. I'm making some money, small amounts. You know what I'm saying? Here and there. Also learning to be patient. You know what I'm saying? Which is also very significant when it comes to the tree of life. When it comes to the tree of life, man, you got different Kabbalists and whatnot, but they deal with the tree of life, man. You dealing with understanding. With understanding, man, that Sephiroth, that energy, that light also has to deal with, different structure. You know what I'm saying? Between that and the sixth Sephiroth, the third and sixth Sephiroth in the Kabbalah is, what I'm saying, those two lights are kind of similar when it comes to the energies. I don't want to say the energy. I gotta find another word besides energy because everybody uses that. That structure or the lattice, that lattice structure or whatnot. I gotta find a different word for it. That lattice structure is I'll give it a planetarium. The energy of Saturn. The energy of Saturn has to deal with dealing with the stocks, stuff like that. So it's interesting. I can see the correlation between the mind state you gotta have, the mental thinking, the emotional. The mental state you have in that Sephiroth is very, very cold and dry. You really have to be cold and dry, in my opinion. Just dry when it comes to analyzing these stocks and making your plays, going into it with a plan. Going in with a plan and the structure is very critical of doing that. And part of that is dealing with fundamental analysis and also having technical indicators, understanding of different algorithms. You gotta find what strategy is conducive to you, to your liking. At the same time, having a proper risk management. So yeah, it's yeah, man, so why victory degree, that's what it is. Why victory degree is a brand of mine that I created. Why victory degree is a brand of mine that I created. That has a two-edged sword to it. It has different meanings, it has different layers to it. Only the highest of the highest will understand it. You know what I'm saying? Those initiated will understand it. Those not initiated, you'll probably mistake it for something else. But you see that, you know, it looks like a West Virginia, but it's not really a West Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Sign. You feel me? It's a Y and a V. It's a Y and a V, not a W and a V. That's what, you know, it kind of play tricks on you. Kind of, it's like a trickster shirt. Like when you look at it, you like, you know, when you first look at it, you like, well, that's West Virginia. Oh, that's a Y and a V, man. That's the Y and a V. That's one of the things that. That's one of the things that I like about it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things I like about it, because it creates that. That's what Y victory is all about. It's about being right there in your face. But you're not paying attention. It's right there in front of your face, but you're not paying attention. But I just wanted to, a lot of people relate to the Bible. A lot of people relate to the Bible, right? And see what they'll say the full chapter. In Genesis 4. In Genesis 4, you got now Abel kept 9 flocks and Cain worked the soil. Yeah, now Abel, later she gave, we got verse chapter 4. Later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks and Cain worked the soil. In this course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought an offering of fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked over the favor of Abel. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. His face was downcast. What does downcast mean? What does downcast? Looking downward, feeling despondent, disheartened, discouraged, dispirited, downhearted. Looking downward. Then the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? Why is his face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, let's go out into the field. While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother and killed him. Verse 9, then the Lord said to Cain, where is your brother Abel? I don't know, he replied. Am my brother's keeper? The Lord said, what have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you're under the curse and driven from the ground, in which opened his mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its fields across to you. You'll be restless and wandering of the earth. Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be restless, wandering the earth. Whoever fires me will kill me. But the Lord said to him, not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. And the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Just wanted to re-emphasize, man, reiterate the fact that, man, how emotions can affect, it can control our thinking and our actions. And the fact that sometimes you think that someone must be getting their just due and blessings, another person may be envious of that person. And Cain was plagued with envy. He was plagued with envy. That's what envy looks like. From what I was taught, it consumes you. An envious person participates in anxious competitive comparison. That's what the envious person does. They're constantly objective, looking outside of themselves, dominated by envy, looking outside themselves, right? Actively, anxiously competing against another person. Until it drives them crazy or whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? To the point where they'll even kill you. That's what envy does. And that's what we see out here today. A lot of people may not have an understanding of what's going on around them. Instead of controlling what they do, instead of controlling what they can control as far as their life, as far as their family, they think someone else is responsible. Someone else is responsible. They have to hold someone else besides themselves responsible for their trials and tribulations, or their stagnation, or whatever the case may be. Their, Republican, Democrat, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And we can consume you. And unfortunately, man, that's, you just have to watch out for those people. Those people have to be separated from. Anxious competitive comparison, man. Some people's, despite people's blessings, man, despite you having a house, a place to live, despite a place to eat, despite, that you have clean water, there's so many other things to be grateful for, but yet you're plagued with this devil. And that's what happens. Eventually you become a devil. Once envy consumes you, you start to act like a devil. You start to do things. Whoever the person you envious of it, it'll start to consume you. You start working on a daily, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It'll start, eating at you and whatnot. You know what I mean? I was blessed to be raised in a proper manner. I was blessed in a way where I didn't hear my mother gossip or hate. My mother wasn't a woman with an uncontrollable mouth. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't my mother. She didn't have an uncontrollable mouth where she, pretty much said anything that came to her mind. You know what I mean? Some women will sit up on the phone with the kids around and just talk about other people, whatnot, man. And those are the things. That's where a lot of the envy starts. That's where a lot of relationships end. That's where a lot of relationships end. Even the little cracking and jokes, man. We got other people that, say amongst men, tease each other and whatnot, man. I never really wanted to participate in stuff like that unless we're in a competitive sport. You know what I'm saying? Just to, look objectively at someone and start making fun of or whatnot, man. A lot of times, man, those comments are rooted in envy, rooted in jealousy. They just happen to come out in a hilarious manner sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how it starts, man. There's other ways that we can play each other. There's other ways that we can laugh and joke around. Besides, throwing a little, you know what I'm saying, shucking and jiving with each other here and there. It's kind of different when you got a long relationship with somebody, but still, I wouldn't recommend it. But envy, anxious competitive comparison, man. And boy, oh boy, I bear witness to some people just being competitive, just engulfed with it, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be doing no justice saying it's a female trait, as if women can't control themselves. I believe women can control themselves properly, but I just want to go to Genesis 4 real quick and just talk about envy real quick. Just wanted to put a possibly in a video manner, and get inspired. You know what I'm saying? Write some, maybe try to write a couple verses about that chapter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I gotta talk it out. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just gotta talk it out. Just having everything in your head. Anxious competitive comparison. That's what this. Anxious competitive comparison, man. That's what you've been seeing.